Hello, my name is Avery, and today I'm going to be talking about a very serious issue throughout the United States and the world. I'm going to be talking about childhood obesity. Today I'm going to inform you on what childhood obesity is, the various causes that could cause childhood obesity, whether that is being born into poverty, not having enough physical activity, or being surrounded by someone that has a negative influence on them, meaning they are showing unhealthy eating habits. And then I'm going to talk about how one can help reduce or prevent the amount of people struggling by this disease. Childhood obesity is a very big problem throughout the United States. The United States has the highest amount of cases of children suffering through this disease, and it is not getting enough attention. Children, along with their family, are severely affected by this disease, and it needs to be helped. In order to understand how stakeholders are truly affected by this, we are going to learn about what it is. Childhood obesity is a sickness and it is a disease. Being obese is whenever you are over the max healthy limit that you should be. So there's healthy weight, overweight, and obese. Healthy weight is the proper weight that one should weigh according to their age and their height. This will change as someone grows up and they are getting taller. They will gain weight or lose it as they age. And each age group and height division has a certain amount of weight that they should be weighing. When you're healthy weight, you're going to be weighing the proper amount that the scientists and doctors have set up. When you're overweight, you're going to be weighing a little bit higher than that healthy weight. And when you are obese, you are weighing a lot higher than you're supposed to, and it's very unhealthy. Obesity is a sickness, it is unhealthy, but it is also something that you can't just push to the side and not focus on, because it is something that affects your health, and it is something that you need to work for to be able to see results and get to that healthy weight. 1 in 5 children are affected every single year throughout the United States with childhood obesity. And this number just increases as the years go on without any help from the world. This is a serious chronic disease, and it affects people by affecting their health costs, and their financial stability, because healthcare is very expensive, and when someone is unhealthy, that means they have to go to the doctor more, which causes more bills. It also can affect someone's productivity, which means they would not have enough energy because they're too overweight to do something physical or even mental, because they can't find the energy to do so because they are not healthy and in the shape that they should be. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention stated that. Now examining causes and possible things that could go into what causes childhood obesity could be if their family is overweight and they are born into a family that already has had unhealthy eating habits, then they will be influenced into eating like the family, and it's not healthy. If the family around them is eating very unhealthily and is just eating processed food, and they are not prioritizing the healthy food, then they will gain weight and they will not be healthy just by being influenced by those around them, because by seeing what their peers and their parents or guardians do, they will think that that is what is right and what is good, and they will tend to gain weight. Mayo Clinic states that families overweight often have children overweight. Also, socioeconomic status plays a big role in childhood obesity, meaning if a child is born into poverty, that they might not be able to afford the healthy eating habits, meaning healthy food is very expensive while unhealthy food is very cheap because it's processed, it lasts a while, and it has bad ingredients in it, which has a negative effect on your health. So if someone is born into poverty, then they have a very big chance to be obese and struggle with childhood obesity because they are not blessed with the things that they can use to not be obese. Now moving on to prevention and how one might be able to reduce the amount of people struggling with childhood obesity. The CDCP, which is the Center of Disease Prevention, says eating healthy as a family and initiating that healthy eating pattern could help reduce the risk of obesity. And ensuring physical activity and making sure your children are getting their energy out and working out, whether it's just running, playing a game, doing any kind of sports or any kind of physical activity, could really help reduce the amount of children suffering through childhood obesity. We have talked about what childhood obesity is, the various factors that could go into what causes childhood obesity, and how we could prevent childhood obesity. Now we understand that obesity in the child is a very big climbing problem, and the stakeholders suffer, which is the children and their families and their healthcare providers suffer by watching their children have such a hard time being unhealthy. And we need to bring awareness to this problem because the stakeholders should not be suffering this big in such a sad issue. Thank you. These are my notes.